No doubt we're living in a chaotic world as we try to keep our authentic selves using our power within, yet I don't understand why are so many people uncomfortable in their own skin. I mean, what kind of impression we're trying to make when I can see right through the Maybelline that your intention with me isn't genuine, it's artificial and fake. Take a moment. Let's think about that for a minute or two. We connect, yeah, we disconnect the second we don't agree. And to me, I may be bugging, but why are you aiming your weapons at me? You see, I feel the need to examine your dislike for me when sometimes I truly just don't give two fucks what you truly think about me. Then, my mystical love for the wisdom of the stars and the energy from afar creeps up and I ask, what the fuck you want from me? What I'm really trying to do here is embrace the love I thought you may have once had for me. And you questioned my clarity, you know, my perception of how things unfold. But truthfully speaking, you act like our love is gold when you're acting like it's really old. And I'm just saying, you know what? Brand new me sees actions with unvexed clarity. Pedantically speaking, it's the seesaw energy, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. That really has me disregarding stability. Since I'm speaking to the transmission of meaningful energy that cancels all lack of reassurance, you're trying to ingrain in me no discrepancy. It's my journey of discovery through the energy I experience. When you attempt to connect with me, gaslighting is now welcomed in my vicinity. So don't ask me why I'm moving cautiously. It's because trying to avoid letting you take away my life quality with insults, I have to protect my internal way of cultivation. I choose me, not wasting my life. I won't receive your method of calculation. I am beautiful without no one's validation. I am complete, yes, wholeness without competition. And celebrating me doesn't mean I am seeking accolades and recognition. I feel amazing, knowing my movement is key to protecting not only my energy, but how I move authentically with kindness. Because yes, I have been exposed in my walk through the darkness, never feeling less. Walking through the pain and suffering, I remain fearless. So I refuse to allow anyone to affect my growth with you, as I am on my spiritual platitude. So if you're asking yourself, why am I brand new? Know this. It's not about a superpower or a curse. This is how I know how I feel when I walk in a room. The minute I walk into the room, it's called discernment. How you see me, and I've had it since birth. And I have no desire for conflict or stress, nor feeling your intention is to make me feel less, since we all want to be the light, yet you're uncomfortable in the darkness. Say less. I can't only be useful in the testing times in any situation. There are too many versions of me in your mind. All the while I thought you saw me as light and kind. But I'm not confined by how you define me. It's allowing the space to process your disregard for me in this silent noise I call haste. In this silent noise I call haste. I'm Dr. Poetry.
Ahora sí, vamos para encima. Oye, voy a empezar diciéndote que soy solo un tipo. Yo no soy nadie grande, pero le doy gracias a Dios todos los días por darme la oportunidad de abrir los ojos y nacer de nuevo cada día. Y hablando claro, mi mente está tan cabrona que a veces tengo que meterle un freno a la cosa para que no se me pongan demasiado intensas. Yo creo que ahora trato de disfrutar más el momento, porque mañana no me lo prometen. No piense que esto es de tristeza ni nada, simplemente te estoy hablando de la forma que es. Esto es un pedazo de lo que pienso, es como lo que me sale del alma. Déjame ser malinterpretado. Tírame lo que quieras, pégame, suéltalo. Si lo que hago no habla por mí, entonces no me creas. Y en verdad, en estos años de vida soy más consciente de los pasos que doy, de lo que sale de mi boca. A veces todavía maldigo, pero no como antes. Ya pasé por esa etapa de limpiar mi boca, mi vida. Ahora la tengo limpia y la uso para decir mi verdad. Que es solo la verdad de un tipo, y mi verdad cambia, porque todos los días aprendo algo nuevo. Gracias a Dios por eso. Yo no soy un santo, pero tampoco soy un Judas. Yo elijo el amor, pero el mundo quiere que uno se convierta en una bestia. ¿No lo sabes? Hasta los animales saben que no somos iguales. Yo no cargo esa mala costumbre, yo cargo con lo divino. No me hagas repetir eso 7 veces, después déjalo caer.
And just to put it in different words, just so you know,
es solo un pedazo de mí. Ya a esta altura, ¿quién carajo se preocupa por mí si no soy yo mismo? Estoy soldando amor a lo que valen la pena y eso no va a parar. Es egoísta pensar, ¿y qué hay de mí? Siempre he estado bien y eso es una elección mía. Yo sé que mi historia me trajo hasta aquí y me permitió ser la mejor versión de mí mismo. No me quites eso, yo no te lo quitaría a ti. Puñeta, me da duro ser tan real y aún así me tratan como si no fuera confiable. ¿Qué carajo? ¿Hasta cuándo tengo que esperar antes de decir que se joda? Yo no soy un patrón común y que se joda lo que piensen de mis patrones. Yo soy responsable de lo que hago. You heard?
Unborn. Oh Lord, I'm torn from all the babies unborn. Catastrophes are not fair. It isn't right. I admit I was angry. I was scared. They asked if I still wanted children, and I said yes. And they persisted, letting me know that I was in danger. They said, "You sure you want children knowing your illness?" And I said, "No, I honestly do not know. But I want a boy. I don't care. I want a girl. I'll take a pair." And oh Lord, I'm torn from all those babies unborn. But scraping and cutting and eliminating my reproductive instruments of creation, feeling destroyed from the flesh right down to the last bone, all that blood and my tears couldn't run dry. I couldn't see past that wicked demise, and each life form was wiped away in front of my own eyes. Suddenly I realized each piece was an instrument of my life. Oh Lord, I'm torn from all my babies unborn. And I was in critical condition, and many rooms of ICU, fabricated decisions. And I tried to be brave and save you. They didn't bother asking me how I was gonna get through. Oh Lord, I'm torn from all my babies unborn. 15 surgeries with deadly memories. They took the womb right out of me and left me wombless, and the agony, radiation, and I said no to chemotherapy. Therapy was the only thing that kept me from believing that I was still a woman. I was still a woman without a womb. It took too much in me to stand tall and rise above all this sadness, because the devil didn't mind trying to confuse me. But I'm strong, and I know that there were too many victims and too many lives and not enough circumstances. And yeah, I felt confined, but in a bitter world so cruel, I still had love, and it would have been all for you, unborn. Would have been a younger version of older me, just thinking about this. I can't breathe. I healed physically, I healed emotionally, but I still dream of us. And it took therapy for me to accept that I am still a woman without a uterus. It was killing me as those feelings were questioning me. Where are your possibilities? The unpredictable mysteries of genetics insist. And as my love for bearing you, my unborn, grew deeper than dignity. And I'm not guilty. I was trying to survive and strive for my biological existence. Some failed to comprehend my persistence. Others are insensitive to my emotional resistance. Do you hear me, unborn? I'm torn from all my babies unborn. on. Cheesecake. Make sure you give her a call. Okay. You have your passport. Even though you don't need it, but just in case. You got your summer dress? Alright, let's go.
Una mujer vestida de amarillo, bailando en la playa, sintiéndome en el brillo. Borinquen me llama y el sol brilla fuerte. Mojitos, margaritas, todo lo que se siente. Soy la linda señorita, flores en el cabello, sacudiendo malas vibras, dejando el desvelo. Dejo atrás el trabajo, un descanso merecido de este paraíso, mi espíritu renacido. Bailo el ritmo del mar, mis caderas se mueven, la poesía es en mi alma, está en mi alma, en mi alma. Mis penas se disuelven, el viento acaricia, el sol me abraza y cada paso que doy, esa energía se desplaza. Because I'm the pretty señorita with flowers on my head.
Hey, Dr. Poetry. I'm packed and ready to go, delighted for the sun to kiss me with its continuous overflow. I'm on my way to Puerto Rico, better yet the island of Borinquen. Margaritas, beautiful beaches, sunlight, watching the beautiful sunset, wind blowing in between my thighs, this beautiful summer sundress, digging my toes in the sand, dancing, having the most fun, completely free. I'm on my way, girlie, to see the beautiful palm trees and listening to the sound of the coquilles. Oh, I can't wait to feel the breeze against my skin, dancing freely with no regrets in this beautiful summer sundress. I'm Miss Cheesecake, and I'm with Dr. Poetry. Wow.
Vestido amarillo, bailando en la playa, sintiéndome en el brillo. Borinquen me llama, el sol brilla fuerte, mojitos y margaritas. Todo lo que se siente, se siente.
Old me is a shadow that's faded. New me's got the crown, unaided. All the toxic ties I've raided from my soul, they're now evaded. So the low vibes, dressed as sweet temptations, I've dismissed those false creations. No more feasting on old sensations, I'm rewriting my own narrations. So old me's a shadow that's faded. Now I'm elated. I'm shedding the toxic. My empire's been gated. No more temptations, those low vibrations outdated. Them traumatic memories, I'm setting free. They're no longer weighted. An old me defeated, new me leading. Toxic chains, I'm finally freeing. Empire cleansed of low vibrations. No more feeding dark temptations. I'm talking about memories. Memories that comfort. But now I release from those traumatic bonds. I claim my peace. Bygone shadows no longer bleed. In newfound strength, I truly lead. Old me's a shadow fading in the rear view. So new me's a battle, cutting all the clear through, letting go of all the toxic fears. I'm saying this is true. Building up an empire where the air's new, low vibes in disguise, temptations on repeat. But I'm wise, and I realize that I'm not falling for that deceit. Cause the comfort in the chaos, I'm not trying to take a seat. I won't take a seat. Cause I'm breaking from the past, and now my soul's complete. Trauma tried to chain me, and memories are just spilling in a spree. But I'm painting new scenes, setting all of it free. And I'm no longer feeding darkness, I hold the key, y'all. New me's rising up, where I'm meant to be. Old me's down, new me's crowned, and toxic thrones overthrown. Empire's clean, shaking off the low vibes once shown, and no more feeding flames that temptations once leased. breaking free. Comfort's gone from memories deceased. All me's a shadow, fading in the rear view. New me's on fire, burning all the fear too. Locked out the toxins, threw away the key. This is true. And I'm Dr. Poetry.
Baby, 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 baby girl. Baby, 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 baby girl. Baby, 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 baby girl.
I lied to you, didn't wear my stilettos cause I was taller than you. I watered down my intelligence and greatness for you, and all of that and then some I took for you. You disappeared into many avatars, inboxes filled with roses, pink cards, calling each of them a goddess, and flowers too, knowing damn well I respected you. My mind's stable, and I'm brilliant. My physique has the youngest singing, isn't you a little hottie, hottie, hottie? But it's summer, and he says my skin is so soft, and he loves it, cause he's feeling my body, body, body. Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. Ya mi cariño no es para ti. Sorry, 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 you will miss my honey.
Baby, 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 baby girl. I heard you, but you heard me too. You changed? Yeah, I changed too. Look at all the bullshit you put me through. When you get mad, look at all the dumb shit you do. Breaking my fine china, key in my car, bleaching my clothes, claiming I got hoes. You the only one I love. Remember when your ex had your safety in doubt? Lord knows. I was the one that pulled up and punched him in the mouth. What's all left to argue about? Let's rewind time. Cause baby girl, I love you a long time. Yo, who you loving? Who you wanna be hugging? Them other girls I ain't cuffing. Them text me red, I was bluffing. Dry those tears, we put in too many years. I'm the one who helped you conquer your fears. Let me show you I care. I rented a jet lit. Let's get out of here.
Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. Ya mi cariño no es para ti. Sorry, 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 you will miss my honey.
The hunt. He chased me like I was the only thing that mattered. Made me believe I was rare, irreplaceable. Watched me fall and let me think I had caught him too. But the moment I was his, he stopped reaching. Suddenly my voice was too loud, my love too much. I bent, I shrank. I learned to be small. He pulled away, then pulled me back, just to prove he still could. And when I finally walked, when I stopped looking back, he decided I was worth wanting again. Not because he missed me, but because he missed control. I thought maybe he would love his child differently. That even if I was nothing, they would be something. But silence is easier than accountability, and disappearing is easier than being seen. Still, he watched from a distance, not close enough to care, just close enough to hunt. And when he speaks, it's not of love, not of the life he left behind, but of how I'm outdated. Like a trend that's past, a season that's ended, as if love had an expiration date, as if my worth had faded with time. But he forgets the only thing outdated here is his power over mine. Because I'm still rising, still growing in the places he tried to cut away. I'm more than the woman who once bent to fit him, more than the echoes of his neglect. He may watch, but I no longer shrink. He may speak, but I no longer hear. His words are like dust, his presence a mere shadow, and I have stepped into the light.
We cannot allow thoughts of inadequacy to invade us. And when you do entertain those thoughts, you must look into the mirror and pour into your self-love. In this realm, we need a stealthier helm to navigate the storms, to take control of the wrong. Let's light up the night with our own inner realm. Cause self-love's the true treasure, the rarest gem in the realm. In this realm, we're underwhelmed, dreams on the shelf, lost in the dark. We gotta start by loving ourselves and echoes of wealth, but inside we're crying for help. Mirror reflects, time to connect, true love's felt. In this realm, we delve deep into ourselves, seeking wealth and health, not just books on the shelves, but we rebel and propel through shadows we dispel. More self-love to quell the pains that dwell in this realm where shadows overwhelm. We're buying dreams, they're quick to sell, but deep inside where true selves delve is self-love's light. We need to swell. In this realm, we're underwhelmed by wealth. Look within, find your gems. That's true wealth. Mirror's tale, love yourself, break that spell. Hearts for sale. Heal yourself. Ring the bell. In this realm where shadows dwell, we need more. We need more love for ourselves. Although through the night, our inner light, it softly tells, it swells. Mirror cracks from brutal facts, yet hope compels, propels. Let's embrace our own grace as self-love spells. It excels in this realm where shadows delve. We've forgotten how to love ourselves underneath the stars above. Let's reclaim that art of self-love. In this realm, we drown in overwhelmed dreams on selves. Dreams on shelves were our toughest ROM. But you know, in our hearts, we need to allow self-compassion. Allow that to swell. In this mirror, I see pain. But it's time we heal. You know, break the chain. Look within, find your flame. Self-love. It's not a game. I'm Dr. Poetry.
A state of disorder due to absence of non-recognition of authority or other controlling systems, of course by design, puts me in the mind state of thinking and you're the person that comes to mind, not having to follow any rules, no laws or anything need not apply. But when it comes to me, myself and I, you're quick to oblige. quick to absolutely amplify the fact that your projection of pain bruises to my eye, screaming at me verbally, nonchalantly acknowledging that you hurt me. Unapologetically, you left and desert me, continuously, mentally, and emotionally. What am I to do? What am I to say other than get down on my knees and pray? Sometimes I just want to run away, but then I'm reminded that there's something I have to say. You hold yourself to a higher standard, a pedestal you've created in your mind, lacking empathy, lacking social cues, intentionally and throwing things in my face to continuously abuse me, creating narratives in your own mind and then projecting them onto me, blaming me for any and everything that you might have done yourself? How sublime. Anarchy, the definition at the very beginning, a sore loser but you're constantly winning, topsy-turvy world on an altered axis, constantly spinning. Anarchy, a true narc, deep inside, hollow and dark, no empathy, no heart, no soul, or at least that's what I once was told until I got to see the other side of what I thought was true. But in reality, it's all a mask. It's all a facade, just another way to get personal gain, your 15 minutes of fame. A narcissist, that's what you are. Don't be attracted to my light and then try to dim it. If I would have known who you are from the beginning, I wouldn't have stayed as long and I definitely would have ended it. Lies and deceit, creeping in the sheets, making me feel like I have absolutely lost, a true defeat. Cheating on me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and I'm not even talking about sexually, even though that plays a part. What you cheated was my loving, beating heart, constantly accusing me of doing things that you were doing, constantly abusing me, verbally questioning reality is what I did, cognitive dissonance. I sit back, ponder, and reminisce of the pure bliss I thought I once knew, but in reality, those lies and deceits weren't true. Anarchy, definition at the very beginning, a truly sore loser, but you're constantly winning. In your mind, being able to sit back and laugh and gain pleasure off my pain, watching the tears fall from my eyes like the pouring rain, watching me suffer, watching me go completely insane, gives you the utmost direction and gives you the next direction on how to ruin me. But I won't let you do that, because trust me, now I see, and what I see is who you truly be, a narcissist, a manipulator, deceitful, lacking empathy, and damn sure not an ounce of sympathy to the pain that you caused. Instead, you take a bow, listen and laugh, and then you pause with the audacity of asking me what the hell is wrong with me? As if you weren't the culprit that started it all. But I forgive you, because I see you. And the reality is this, I would never wish to be you. Even though you sit and say that, I'm jealous of you and everyone else around was trying to become you based on the fact that you put yourself on this high pedestal of ignorance. Trust me, it's not bliss you're sitting in, it's utter shit. The deep piles of manure on farms exceeding miles to exist. Anarchy, the definition in the beginning. I keep telling myself that I think you're winning, but in reality, you're a loser. You're lonely, brokenhearted from something that happened in your youth. But the one thing that I've come to realization of is that you yourself are in denial of the truth, and that is that you need help. You need to talk to a professional. You need to express yourself. You need to feel. You need to heal. Stop pointing the finger at everyone else because the false reality that you made real, it's all in your head. The inner part of your child seems to me like it's dead until you revive it. Understand that you survived it, and you can start over again and do the right thing. Anarchy. You don't run me. You don't control me. I won't let you. I see the power in me, the reality in me, the queen in me, the goddess in me will never, ever fall under any dictatorship, and definitely not your anarchy. I'm Miss Cheesecake.
As I walked down the aisle, have you ever seen a woman break down? It felt unreal. I was walking down the aisle. I was walking down the aisle. They were all looking at me. During my walk, I thought about Jesus Christ. Is it right? Is this real? Am I a sinner in hell? I thought about Jesus again. The dress was fitted. The flowers were given. The smile wasn't rehearsed, yet prepared. Yes, indeed, I was scared. I was walking down the aisle. Quarrels seconds before the ceremony. I was walking down the aisle. And I thought of Christ again. Feeling his warmth, lifting my low spirits way up high.
An angel appeared in the corner of the room, and the sound of his wings opening came from the chapel. Cause I was walking down the aisle. I was walking down the aisle. Pictures were taken, nerves were shaken. Was I misunderstood? Would've, should've, only if I could. I would've been valiant that morning and refused to walk down the aisle. I felt like a runaway. It almost felt like the Green Mile. When I was walking down the aisle, I wanted to take off and fly away, cause I didn't want to walk down that aisle. It was the perfect time to fly away that day, and I was walking down the aisle. My heart was brand new, no stains. He was the first to grab a chisel. I feel that sharp tool chipping away. Chip away. Dressed in white meant my heart was pure, and it was new, but I was walking down the aisle. He swept me away. I was walking down the aisle. I'm on the day I learned the truth. One cannot question the walk down the aisle. Today's the perfect day to learn how to fly away. Separation keeps memories within, but peace every other mile. Cause I was walking down the aisle, and I didn't really want to walk down that aisle. In my core, I knew something wasn't right. Everything seemed perfect, but I was walking down the aisle. Is it right? Is this real? Am I a sinner in hell? I couldn't stop thinking about Jesus. But the dress was fitted, and the flowers were given. The smile wasn't rehearsed, but I was prepared. But I was scared. I'm Dr. Poetry.
Hey yo, shout out to Hear Me Out Poetry Records. It's your boy More Better Cheers. Mad love to the Poetic crew, and shout out to Deaf Poetry on the beat. Life is a vibe, and we definitely vibing, yeah. Life is more better with poetry, no doubt. So let's go. Life is a journey, so just let it flow like poetry. I manifest from within, so this the real me. A worldwide flow resonating on a higher frequency. I'm here to show love and spread my light equally. I'm known to tell a joke, but take life seriously. Skip out on yours and you'll answer the truancy. I'm from the school of hard knocks, and you can label me an honor grad. Set out to mommy, raise a son, yo, without a dad. I had to repeat grade, but now I'm twice as bad. My opponents exposed because they bad at math. I'm on my way to the bank, who said I gotta laugh. I mess with the shit, who said I finished last. Word, hey Coast, what up?
That's the fact, Jay. But along the journey, I'm glad I got brothers like you. If you know me, my life poetry. If you hate me, it ain't too much you could do to me. You could try and turn people against me. Maybe even talk a little shiesty. But I speak, you could get these hands fluently. And I keep a peaceful war. You get it? Peace and war? The industry is a picky whore. And I'm a whoremonger. It was only a matter of time before we do the mamba. After the dance, I slipped out with her cash and I moved yonder. Cause mankind is so full of drama. So I'ma stay out the way and I'm gonna invest in good karma. The Apache. Oh, y'all thought it was over? Nah, let me introduce you to the founder of Hear Me Out Poetry, Dr. Poetry himself.
Beyond horizons, erudition above the noise and haste, jealousy, envy. That's your mission to hate on me? Hello, Bozo. I congratulate. I move with purpose to uplift those cultivating seeds of discord and shame. It's your inner demon in the man in the mirror getting in the way. And that's who you should blame. Transforming pain into poetry, alchemy, poetic artistry. I'm Dr. Poetry, intricate manifestations. Since my affirmations are confirmations that I was destined to win all battles before conception. Before I even held the rattle, I was born to make change, not noise. So you can't stand me, the carefree is developed. Dr. Poetry sounds like you have a problem that ain't got nothing to do with me. Floetic echoes express eloquently. I wasn't born for you to love me, so go ahead and judge me. Not everyone is gonna love me. And I rise above all the noise and haze. Pick your battles and be weird. There's power in being able to control your destiny and fate. So stop the hate, cause you're hating on me out of fear.
Ooh, Izzy, you just burnt this place down. Representing Hear Me Out Poetry Records. And we out of here.
Hey, yo, hold up. We ain't done yet. Let's go. Parade rest, I'm at ease. I mastered the art of bearing all the life, unfold the easel, adding wisdom on my canvas. Hey, yo, we blessed. Nothing about my life generic. We ain't flossing about the pain for validation or a merit. Got my heart on my sleeve and I wear it. If you in need of love, I'll take it off. You can wear it. I'll be a servant and first in line to defeat the enemy with purpose. My fight ain't with my brothers. It's with entities. It's not earthly. So poetic. Don't be a victim, cause life can beat you down if you let it. Turn the worst into a learning experience if you let it. So poetic. Hey yo, Coach, Izzy, cheers. We legendary. This that poetry. We out.
Trauma. My best friend and worst enemy. The hypervigilance that lives rent-free in my mind is definitely far from heaven sent. Constant nightmares and time wasted that should have been well spent. Wondering about the what-ifs and questioning everything instead of actually experiencing things with pure bliss. Wishing I could get a hug from my mama. I'm just embraced by the coldness from trauma. Trauma. Flashbacks of pain and some moments of peace, but in between, day by day, learning to simply just release. Trauma. Taken back to the sunken place by simple triggers, and it's written all over my face. My heart inside is full of love, but sometimes I feel caged and crave being free, like the flight of a dove. One day at a time, navigating through all this telenovela drama of the residuals left behind from all this trauma. Trauma. Mental abuse for being different. Physical abuse for speaking my mind. Waiting for the next blow up that brings it all to an end. Just a matter of time. Sexual abuse in my youth for simply being a kid. Full of regret and thoughts of things I should have did. Feeling angry because all I wanted was my mama, who just so happened to be the beginning of my trauma. Imagine being 3, awakened by your mama's voice and her telling you she's leaving you now and gives you no choice. Awakened from a dream, spiritually bidding you adieu. Running towards the front of your house without a clue. Seeing your mother's lips as they turn blue. Watching EMTs work on her with an entire crew. No pulse, no heartbeat, a deafening silence. As a toddler, your first response is to resort to violence. All I wanted was my mama to hold me, console me. But I was embedded with the residuals of this painful trauma. Growing up with an alcoholic father, physically present but emotionally disconnected. Young girl always craving validation, but instead being met with countless levels of rejection. The first man who broke my heart, who swore he loved my mama, was also a part of my trauma. To not know myself and seeking to find the remnants of what I used to and could be, only to find men who hurt mentally, physically, and emotionally abused me. I know it sounds like a melodramatic TV drama, missing my mama, craving her essence, but left with all this trauma. Poetically, I express my pain for my own personal gain, praying and meditating, searching for shelter from this rain, digging into the depths of my soul, removing roots of current and distant trauma. Missing places, missing pieces of me, my daddy and my mama. I do it for my parents and for my children. Addressing, assessing, deep diving, and debunking. Healing my trauma. Constant nightmares and time wasted that should have been well spent. Wondering about the what ifs and questioning everything instead of actually experiencing things with pure bliss. Wishing I could get a hug from my mama. I'm just embraced by the coldness from trauma. I'm just embraced by the coldness from trauma. Inside is full of love, but sometimes I feel caged and crave being free, like the flight of a dove. One day at a time, navigating through all this telenovela drama of the residuals left behind from all this trauma. Mental abuse for being different. Physical abuse for speaking my mind. Waiting for the next blow up that brings it all to an end. Just a matter of time. Sexual abuse in my youth for simply being a kid. Full of regret and thoughts of things I should have did. Feeling angry because all I wanted was my mama, who just so happened to be the beginning of my trauma. Imagine being 3, Awakened by your mama's voice and her telling you she's leaving you now and gives you no choice. Awakened from a dream, spiritually bidding you adieu. Trauma. Trauma.
Hay que respetar todas las decisiones, vivir en paz. El que se queda, el que escoge otro camino, pues yo me enamoré. Me enamoré de tu cariño, tu dulzura y tu mente. Me enamoré de tu lelo, 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 lele. Ay, me enamoré.
Truth is, when I fell in love, I fell hard, y sin pensarlo. I forgot to love myself first. Truth is, if you ask me to define love, I think I give every example of what love wasn't. You see, I learned to love growing up in life, but I learned to love improperly. Truth is, I was addicted to survival mode, fighting to survive these narratives that I created in my mind, telling myself to run when confronted with real love. Me enamoré with the idea of love. Wow, me enamoré that agape love was infinitely unreachable. Me enamoré at a time I was unteachable. Truth is, me enamoré with my past, now come present, I have resurfaced with wisdom. You see, me enamoré with new clarity. I had to fail at love to build it back to its rarity. I let go of the idea that things could have ended differently. What I had was real and beautiful while it lasted. Then to learn that my harvest is the result of my seeds and how I plant them. Today I'm decisive, I'm taking initiative. I've built endurance, I've mastered bearing. I've better judgment with more knowledge and enthusiasm. And most importantly, integrity. Me enamoré.
Tú me decías que me amabas, me tenía en la mirada. Te pido bájame las armas, me enamoré. Tú sigues en mi alma, ahora vienes y te marchas. ¿Por qué? Porque me enamoré de tu cariño, tu dulzura y tu mente. Me enamoré de tu lelo, 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 lele. Ay, me enamoré. En un mundo donde los sueños toman vuelo, donde las estrellas se alinean en la noche más oscura. No me tengas miedo, no me tengas miedo. Estoy viviendo de manera sobrenatural, oh tan libre, con mi magia y mi alma. Ven y únete a mí. Pintaremos el cielo con color de nuestro amor. Tú y yo, tú y yo, tú y yo. Con cada paso la magia se enciende. Bailaremos a través de los rayos de la luna. Tú me entiendes cuando te digo que no dudes de mí, pues yo soy tuya, tuya, completamente tuya. Y no importa la distancia, viviré por nuestro amor, en honor de nuestro amor. Porque tú y yo y nuestros deseos se cumplen y nunca mueren, viviendo mágicamente sobrenatural. Porque tú y yo, tú y yo, me tienes viviendo lo imposible. Mira cómo se hace realidad. Tú, yo, tú. Encantados, estamos libres. Una historia aún por desarrollar. Un viaje místico que nunca envejecerá. Con brillos en tus ojos, brillo en mi alma, bailando en los bosques encantados. Tú, yo, con un movimiento de mi varita. You got my undivided attention. Well, there's a lot of proof in my pudding. Details I fail to mention. The way my breathing stops when sexual tension is in session. The way your voice commands my hidden obsession for your flesh in this refreshing, no misexpression. This self-expression is an extension of my secrets. Intercession, causing sexual aggression, loving your hardware. I have a lot of love to spare, a lot of love to spare. Now, that's a secret I call erotic decompression. And I don't know how many times I have to tell you that I am a woman of a certain age, 'cause I'm serious. The deeper we love, the deeper I kinda wanna bury us. And I heard Cheesecake say, I'm the dawn of an Aquarius. But my love is multifarious, it's kinda mysterious. It has many varied parts, and it has aspects and variants. My love has multiple meanings beyond statistical measurement. It's spread out, and sometimes it's calculated if I'm feeling threatened. But I'm not getting that threatening fight or flight vibe from you. I'm getting sexual healing, that Quincy Jones in the garden, that Elder Barge, more precious than silver love from you. I'm getting that, ooh, love to love you, baby, kind of love from you. Aside from the oohs and the ahs, I'm picking up what you're putting down, still trying to figure out how to get these words through this sexy, sensual sound, these sweet visions I have to keep to myself, 'cause there's something about your style, it's kind of eerie. Is it cynicism towards love that's kind of awaiting in the side, that doesn't want the inconvenience? You know, I don't want to inconvenience itself. Yourself, itself, myself. I guess I'm running out of excuses. Feelings we harbor, you say you're in it to make love less harder. With the concentration, the focus of a barber, I see you. 'Cause you say it's me you want to protect. And I see all of that love making, slow dancing, hot sex on a platter. We both, for sure, we won't regret. But these sweet secrets, love-making visions got me opening a pack of Newport cigarettes. And I don't smoke. To smoke away sexual tension, I'm handling myself, I'm handing you over as a possession. Overlooking timelines and past life regressions. Am I your religion? 'Cause I feel like I'm forgiving transgressions. Visualizing these conversations got my black lace panties soaked and wet. I don't smoke, like I said, but I swear to God, all of this got me wanting to open up another box of Newports, you know, to smoke a cigarette. Man, but it's you. Yeah, you. You said it best. You said, I'm not here for any noise or haste. I'm here to release your stress. So go ahead and slide into that sexy yellow sundress. 'Cause I'm here to make love less harder. 'Cause he knows loving me is easy.
Love to love me, baby.
But you got that
Love to love you, baby. Love to
kind of
love
love.
you, baby.
And I like that.
Love
A
to
little scary,
love you,
but
baby.
I like that.
Love to love you,
He has that sweet Quincy Jones in the garden type love. I'm Dr. Poetry.
I love to love you, baby. I love to love you. You've given me access to your mind, body, and soul, and eventually allowing yourself to be emotionally vulnerable after testing if I could weather you being cold. Although you're stunning, flawless, and beautiful, I always see you without the vanity. The depth of our conversations and quality time together, I found a genuine connection. You see, by now, there's no depravity in my actions. Now I'm in your mind, in every space. No more headaches. You told me to dive deep. And now you giving birth to this new chapter, a fresh canvas, a new book, empty pages, eager for us to begin creating this lovemaking. You alright? You feeling contractions? Allowing me to plant my seed in you while I provide the nutrients needed with time, patience, attention, care, so that we can create the healthiest version of us. I love to love you, baby. The way you playfully tease me and we share laughter. We're able to experience closeness and a powerful intimacy that fulfills me because I see us building that love and relationship. Showing you ways to love you, making sure every climax is a new experience, a new destination every time we engage in our souls unifying to truly consummate what we've graciously started. I love to see you glowing with that grin from ear to ear as you submit yourself in my arms. Our flesh becoming one, cause I don't ever want to feel anyone else but you. I love to love you. Knowing that you feel safe with me. Knowing that with me, there's no complacency. I'd never settle for losing you because it's certain you were made for me. I love to love you. I'm Def Poetry.
I am Ra'amari. I am Ra'amari, also known as Tarahumara, child of the Sierra Madres, embraced where the cliffs stand like ancestors and rivers carry whispers through time. We are the light-footed people, born to dance with the earth, to run not from, but with, moving in rhythm with the land's heartbeat. Our trails sing our story. From sunlit peaks to shadowed valleys, we are keepers of endurance, humility, harmony. Corn is sacred in our hands, its kernel's prayers for tomorrow. The Taskino we share carries the spirit of the land, woven with laughter in pine-scented air. Our stories live in caves, etched in constellations, spoken in language of truth, not rush. We are of the past, but the ever-present, rooted and growing, thriving. Yet I am more than Ramari. I am Mishwal, tied to the Natwal songs that carol the rain and honor the stars, a spirit of resilience, amaze and strength, whispered into the wind. And I am Scandinavian, descent from icy seas and vast forests where long nights brighten sagas and explorers chased horizons, the grace of weaving hands, the longing for adventure. These live in my bones. All of this wrapped in California light, raised by the bay's fogs and bridges where cultures intersect like rivers. Now in Los Angeles, where mountains and oceans kiss, I find myself in a mosaic. Voices, foods, rhythms, blending as one. I celebrate it all. The endurance of the Ramari, ancestors, the strength of the Mishwal, spirit and curiosity of the Scandinavian blood, and the soil of California beneath my feet. I walk in harmony with the land, carrying the voices of my ancestors, blending their gifts into this life I live. I am. And this is Granny Wowzers.
Between Jersey and Borinquen, in the heart of Camden, the streets is always moving with a rhythm. You hear that? You hear that? Old brick walls echo tales, a city's pulse within them. Steel and stone, like my ancestors' bones, hold the weight of history, of struggles and unknowns. The Delaware River whispers its waters deep and cold, reflecting dreams both new and old, where families fight to rise above, yet the scent of hope is thick with love. From Broadway's lights to the pier's dark shades, the struggle of survival, every penny made brick by brick. We build, we fall, we rise. Through every broken window, we dream with our eyes. And in the air, there's an echo of a song. From the island of Borinquen, where we belong, we carry the weight of both worlds. Fierce and strong from La Isla del Encanto, where our roots grow long. My culture's pride is deep like the Coquis call. We dance to the bomba, against the odds we stand tall. The flavors of adobo, sofrito hitting the pan, taste like freedom, taste like home. Out here the streets pulse with the heart of our kin, where Puerto Rican flags wave and the fight won't end. Like the sound of pleneros or the beat of the caja, our souls are a mixture of struggle and triumph. Here we speak Spanglish, and our voices are loud, a blend of two worlds. Still unified in the crowd, we know what it takes. It's survival and thriving with each step we make. But in these streets, where pain meets joy, we hold the legacy from girl to boy, the culture, the love, the pride that we bring is the fire that burns in the song we sing. This is Deaf Poetry.
Taína, africana, española, somos moras, forevermore. ¿Qué será de mi borinquen? On Fifth Avenue, in New York City, 12 noon in the month of June. On the streets of New York, it transforms into Borinquen. Everyone's Boricua, and we all proudly parade. Taína, Africana, Española, Mora, Boricua. Our heritage is displayed, dancing and singing with our ancestors. Grace, elegance. I'm craving more congas and bongos. I wanna shake. The Atlantic Ocean where the sand and the skies blend. The food is so delicious. The flavorful aromas. Boricuas are brave souls on the island of Borinquen. And it runs deep. These roots run deep. We are Moors. Have you ever had some arroz moro? Have you ever walked through the morro? Amor, hay que vivir con alegría. Y la moraleja detrás de la bandera borinqueña. Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el maíz. You see, the blood is mixed, whatever that means. But we know that there's beauty in this beautiful, beautiful mixture. It's what makes us great. It's the real reason why we wave our flags with pride. You know, we were denied the ability to wave that flag. It was illegal at one point. So we wave it every time we want to. So we're celebrating this bouquet of hues. This beautiful bouquet of hues. We're urban country islands. Que viva Vieques, que viva Culebra. Las playas, pero que linda, 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 que bella. 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 Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el maví. Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el maví. You know, we summon our ancestors every other day, probably. ¿Y tu abuela dónde está? But this is what makes a flavorful crowd. Where's your grandmother at? And I just remember listening to the whispers of my ancestors. Escucho una voz que me dice, somos tus ancestros, bisabuelas de las bisabuelas, pues yo soy taína, yo soy africana, yo soy española, soy una mora, boricua, pero qué bonita, bonita bandera, de mi isla bonita, pero qué linda, la estrella del Caribe, pero qué linda, 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 qué bella. Pero qué linda, 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 qué bella. The white sandy beaches of flamenco. De ahí vengo yo, de ahí vengo yo. Pero qué linda, 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 qué bella. ¿Qué será de mi borinquen? Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el maví. Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el maví. ¿Qué será de mi borinquen? Somos boricuas, para que tú lo sepas. And I'm Dr. Poetry. Lucidly dreaming. Warrior. Past lives showing up disruptively. Is that message for me? Is that message for me? The remnants of lives I've lived before.
Though I'm unsure if I was more than a woman or a man, an empress, gladiator, warrior. Help me to understand I'm resisting my dreams are captivating a rebirth, a new earth. Is that the message for me? Conversing with trees filled with white cream, reiterating, I am certainly having a sacred awakening. Now I'm overstanding Dolores Cannon, consciously and subconsciously. I'm asking, is that message? Is that for me? Reincarnation, embracing my resurrection, where I was once a servant in the year 735. I'm not surprised, yet I thought I was supposed to remember. These are the remnants of my past lives, and now I'm an empress. It's the deja vu, hinting I was once loved by you centuries ago. What am I supposed to do with these ancient memories appearing vividly in my dreams lucidly? I'm wearing a crown with turquoise gems and an aquamarine gold glittery gown, commanding an empire. And who's gonna run this town tonight? Is that the message for me? I go from being a servant to an empress, a gladiator, warrior, male, female. It isn't so simple, yet I'm uncontrollably moving my hips, dancing in a royal temple. My sensuality is reigning supreme, but my subjects are calling me your majesty. Is that message for me? I wasn't supposed to remember, but I wore a crown and a turquoise gold glittery gown, radiating finesse. But I'm waking up a mess. Is that message for me? Dancing on a temple, swaying my hips with a voice of an angel, nothing less. I was a respected empress, commanding an empire, feeling masculine as a fierce gladiator, fighting to keep my legacy timeless. But is that message for me? I see the cemetery where dreams were faded and now their hopes are confiscated. Lucidly dreaming, understanding Dolores Cannon, visualizing my resurrection, because those messages appear to be for me. My sister's tree in her backyard is communicating to me that we're neglecting their needs. Sacred geometry, our love should be infectious, and that's the message for me. Words penetrating my mind, hitting me like ammunition. A reincarnated soul is the year 739, and my lives are many, beloved. I'm not surprised. My love for you was encapsulated as a gladiator, fighting warriors, writing poetry to my numerous lovers. And that's the message for me. While the trees speak to me, esoterically, I am resurrected. And I am Dr. Poetry. Is that message for me? I'm frozen to the bone. That's what the psych says. He says my heaviness and darkness is in my soul. He says I'm cold and I'm cold, but he's wrong. I am a soul. So this one's for the ones who've been on that mode of fight or flight, trying to remain alive, living on survival mode. It's a feeling and it'll go away, but it's an addiction to living a life we don't love, preferring to do it all alone, smiling and smiling all along, singing to the wrong song. But today, it's a new day, and we control our fate. This one's for the fighter on fight or flight mode. When you're wondering how to regulate your highs and your lows, we are living in constant state of stress, conditioned to the rush of the arousal, conditioned to addiction, to the emotion, not being able to control the outcome, because we can't predict our future outcome, but we on threat or danger in this outer and inner world we can't see. We're living with TDC, threat, duress, and coercion. We feel the suffocation, so some of us, we turn to meditation, avoiding that detrimental medication. It's like we feel this overwhelming lack of patience. We do realize they want us to be the perfect patient. It's our brain and body not in homeostasis. This one is for the ones who've been on that mode of fight or flight, trying to remain alive, living on survival mode. It's a feeling and we know it will go away, but it's an addiction to living a life we don't love, preferring to do it all alone, smiling and smiling all along, singing to the wrong songs. But today, it is a new day, and we control our fate. Fight or flight affects our nervous system. Enormous energy and resources are placed on the wrong images and mindsets. Our organism perceives danger, alternating a rush of adrenaline. Fight or flight, my heart rate increases, my energy decreases, pupils dilate, salivary juices can't control my respiration. Time to fight. time to hide. Unbalanced, seeking to regenerate. But today I continue to speak to the fighter in me, no longer in solitude, but living in gratitude. No need of fight or flight, just taking it a bit easy. Truly receiving the joy in my life, my joy for existence, having appreciation, celebrating my kindness when I know we all can change the way we think. Fight or flight. I speak to my body, my environment, and I'm kind to my time. No need to get back to the familiar or the highly analytical, over-focused state. Just changing the scenario. And I never realized my addiction to my state of fight or flight. I was addicted to a life I didn't even like. Whether it was a relationship, despicable relatives, that cutthroat co-worker, I was addicted to a life I didn't even like. I say rise, speak up, be brave. Don't let no one ruin your day. No one ruin your life. It's your life. You change your fate. So this one's for the ones who've been on that mode of fight or flight, trying to remain alive, living on survival mode. It's a feeling and I know it'll go away. It's an addiction to living a life we don't love, preferring to do it all alone, smiling all along, singing to the wrong songs. But today is a new day. We control our fate. I'm Dr. Poetry, and you're not alone. Fight or flight.
Fixated on how I react instead of taking responsibility, never listening to understand. Toxicity in a dysfunctional diversion, looking to avoid shame and accountability. We cannot be the price for some who are willing to pay as we sacrifice self. Flipping the conversation at hand, we are drowning in toxic emotional quicksand. I can sense the madness, desensitized to emotional needs. Painful experiences have compromised our moral compasses, corrupted by bitterness from deceitful humans, consumed by hatred, and now we seem to be giving up on humanity, holding on to the ability of focusing on our self-love, making it clear that we can discern right from wrong through the illusion of a perfect we. In an imperfect world with perfect purpose, yet we can't see because we can't stop seeing love as an illusion when it's an action that starts with self.
Pulling my strings like I was a violin. I was all in. I have questions. Let's see, where do I begin? Do you love me? Or you just don't want to lose me? Do you want me around, yet you don't want to be around me? Do you miss me, yet you don't miss being with me? You like me as a possession, but not as an independent person. You love me in the most perfect way with all my words. But why do your actions make me feel extremely unloved in this goddamn world? Self-love, never ending. So is it love, or are we trauma bonding? We must have known of our unique value of still being whole, even when life surprises us with consistent, bold, brutal hiccups of tribulations, attempting to cause the strangulation of our spiritual power, to combat the deterioration of our dedication to our higher self, acknowledging that our lower self needs not to be nourished. Our self-love is flourished into the value we see ourselves. When we are in our lower selves, honoring our higher selves, we are not broken. We are whole. Even when we feel shattered like glass in a deadly I can't breathe, so we remove all these masks. The ego races to amplify our pride. Since we all know it's calculated, light and agile, there's nothing about self-love that's finite. It's the self-doubt and fear that allows us to feel fragile. We can and should be handled with care. We have fallen in many traps of love, avoiding mirrors that break when reflecting on our own self-hate. Knowing all along, we were never broken. Temporary setbacks, we are the best to love as we know we've been through a whole lot. Yeah, we truly see, know, feel our underestimated values, while others may be afraid of bleeding. By touching some of our broken pieces of truthful mirrors, pistol whip when we realize we despise our own choices and decisions. We penalize while we choose to finalize.
Self-inflicted wounds, dichotomized, dissected to prioritize others' needs. We must govern our own minds, governing ourselves, honor self.
A woman like me, I encourage to love. I love me even when I did not like me. I am human and I love, cherish, and treat myself with love unapologetically. So I forgive myself. I will not throw myself away. I am whole and I love me completely. And I will not be the one who's going to have to beg someone back to stay, who does not want to be capped. I will not throw my self-love away. Self, sacred, eternal life force. Me as a whole, my endless self-love, all my perfect imperfections, all my scars. What matters is that I accept them, especially in the middle of a pretentious blessing in disguise, turned into a lesson type of rejection. I made self-love a reality. Emotional quicksand. Deaf poetry. I'm Dr. Poetry. Stay inside of me. Grab my braid.
No, come again.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
Sexual tension.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
Gratified.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
He's always asking me about my plans. Damn, why am I so flirtatious? He wants to be physically close to me. Okay, so now you have my attention. Of course, with all my ways of being gregarious. Games don't appeal to older men, so he didn't waste time asking me out. It's obvious that he's interested in me. Flirty and open, loving me, knowing he's feeling hints of my vulnerability. Can our sexual tension be within? Be the vibe? It's giving it away. It's telling me, am I discerning between the difference? Am I looking for a loving companion or a secret crush? Because both of my arms are wrapped around his neck. One palm resting lightly on the nape. His overly sexual appetite. I'm boosting his overly sexual appetite. He's utterly gratified. You know, he's still asleep type satisfied. Yeah, I think I may have lowered his anxiety when I softly sighed. Asked him to stay inside of me.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
I'm Dr. Poetry.
I feel good.
Love it.
I feel good.
So deep.
I feel good.
I knew you would.
I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel good.
You don't play. Keep going. Don't you do. Keep going. I bet you do. Keep going. I remember those conversations where I lied about all the feelings I was feeling. So I laid in my bed thinking about you.
I feel good. I feel good.
Thinking about you. I love it. He said,
I feel good.
just enjoy it.
I'm that
placing her life on the line. For many on the island, the streets is her runway. In her uniform, walking like a feline. A poet in blue with a badge, and a Smith & Wesson. A notebook investigating state cases. She has the evidence, but she wants to hear your confession. With all the pretty and ugly truth she faces, patrolling avenues, places unknown to man, uninterested in revenue. Yet dreams of giving people back their ancestral land. Poems from sultry to sweet, she doesn't compete. Patrolling her beat, listening to some beats, giving birth to verses, wearing 5'11" tactical boots on her feet. And when she can't sleep, she writes the unthinkable, while the sirens gradually sit still, finding solace in stanzas, inspired by many greats, like the late Nick Giovanni and Maya Angelou. Now to me, that's phenomenal. A sapiosexual, erudition grows, she glows, she finds beauty in mind, yearning for insight, conversation filled with poetry. Her silence can be so loud. Her interest is knowing how the cerebral connections are found, meditating on these truths that she seeks to unveil. When she talks, she heals. From her soul, her melody leaks, mysteriously laughing while listening on the stories that the streets speak. Her psychology is soft-spoken and calm, reading emotion in minds, surgically with layers of thought. She sees underneath all the lies in the line, cause to her, the truth seeks to be unblind. So she pays attention to your allure, trusting that your own patience will allow you to open up your celestial door. Yet some are still left flabbergasted, talking about no wonder she loves the more.
I wear blue, blue, I wear blue. I'm that poet wearing blue.
Thank you, Costa Apache.
Cuando yo te vi, yo supe que esto crecería más profundo. Cuando yo te vi, tú me agarraste por la mano, me atendiste con tanto amor. Yo feliz. Cuando yo te vi, me puse tensa, luego suelta, de tanto calor entre tú y yo. Cuando yo te vi, yo sentí mil caricias, memorias, yo sentí tu calor. Cuando yo te vi, fue la luna que nos presentó. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, yo vi un bello pasado iluminando mi presente, alegre bajo el sol dentro del mar. Tú y yo, Ogún, guerrero con fuerza, con certeza, defensor de la vida. En batalla se afina, tus raíces son historia que nunca se olvida. En el alma del tambor, la voz de la vida. Yemayá, tus aguas son un manto sagrado en cada ola, un latido en cada espuma, un legado, la riqueza de la tierra, el poder del mar en el respeto y el amor. Nos enseña a sanar. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, la luna nos presentó. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, mi lelo, 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 lelo.
con tu amor y tu fuerza.
She surrounded me with her healing waves as I became calm and centered, washing over my body, pouring her power into thy womb, her wisdom and strength guiding me to a place of safety, the deliverance of all truths that be, her wisdom and strength guiding me to a place of safety, guardian of the sea, her wisdom and strength guiding me to a place of safety, floating amongst the tides of time. A soul moon appeared in the path of my heart, and I began to understand why. How love saw me and said, I showed up. I wiped your tears and whispered secrets in your ears. You were not ready. There is that framing of time, the taste of reality, the deliverance of all truths that be. I continue to float eloquently, whispering affirmations of gratitude as the seventh wave passed over me, pure and clean of mind, I swear.
Te preguntas si existe peligro en escuchar las olas, las cuales susurran un eco, pregunto. Y este sentimiento tan profundo que las historias de un tiempo, un pueblo, un mundo, Yemayá, madre océano, guardiana del mar, con tu amor y tu fuerza nos enseñan a respetar y amar el mar. ¿Qué son estos vientos que traen murmullos de antiguas verdades? Respetar tus aguas, honrar tus deidades. Pero el miedo ha tejido sombras de un desconocido en el Edén. Desde que muchos piensan tu poder es solo mar y no bien. Orillas, espíritus nobles en la brisa flotan con raíces en África. I'm Dr. Poetry with Cosmic Oracle. África.
My attempts to respond, to remain calm, indifferent, not getting angry or defensive. I didn't engage in this gaslighter's accusations. Do y'all think gaslighting is an attempt to drive me insane by dimming my light? Accusing me of being vain, he placed the blame on me for his own actions. Repeating lies I couldn't bring myself to say something. A disconnection, yet an attachment, like a fatal attraction. This gaslighter denied facts, situations, and my feelings in an effort to gain power, control over my sanity. And I ask you, why did he use psychological manipulation to make me doubt my own perceptions? And I felt like a target, manipulated into turning against my own cognition. Doesn't that sound like a description of a politician? I need clarity, y'all, in this chaotic cycle. I'm not calling anyone out their name. Yes, it's giving me vibes of a psycho. It's like undermining my reality by denying facts and the feelings held inside of me. He refused to acknowledge that it was even happening. And I can't help but to call this, thus, the birth of gaslighting. Are we all being gaslighted? How do I shut down, minimize this emotional and mental impact on my life? I'm left unexamined. My blood pressure is rising, describing the devastating effects of the silent gaslighting. The twisting of reality to gain power and control over my sanity. I call that the birth of gaslighting. I'm having difficulty trusting my own perception of my reality. I'm losing my pride. My self-love is flickering, causing the lights because they're causing me to doubt myself, my perception. Thus, the birth of gaslighting, leading me to embrace vulnerability through exploitation of the gaslighter's attachment to this wicked identity. Thus, the birth of gaslighting. Yeah, gaslighting. Clearly, this is popular in psychology. power struggles, perhaps in a romantic setting, placing more importance on this gaslighter. I didn't want to take the chance of upsetting or losing my lover, but I realized there was definitely unequal power. And I gave away too much power and too much respect. How could someone become a gaslighter? Even with the proof, he denied truth. The same sorry, no apology, saying nothing, at least say something interesting. Denying that something even happened. Blaming me, twisted stories, minimizing his actions, dismissing my feelings, saying I'm overreacting. Isolated me from friends and family, projecting his own faults and guilt on me. Cleverly changing the narrative when confronted of gaslighters, flattery to manipulate, telling me that everyone else is the problem. And when I express my concerns, he says I'm always trying to start something. And that's not right. That ain't right. I know one thing. Thus the birth of a gaslighter. Cause it looks like I never said that. You're imagining things. You're delusional. Completely denying when I present evidence. Like a video or an audio recording. But I'm the problem. Oh, I'm the problem. I'm too sensitive. I'm crazy. Labeling me mentally unstable to undermine my credibility. Trying so hard to make me doubt my own sanity. I can't stand when I hear I was only joking. Using dry humor to deflect responsibility. Cause I heard those demonizing comments. Oh, I heard those demonizing comments. And those expressions. I've seen some actions, leaving me bewildered, filled with uncertainty. I'm filled with uncertainty, minimizing the severity of the gaslighting, treating my concerns insignificantly. So I don't want to hear that I make a big deal out of nothing. I said I don't want to hear that I make a big deal out of nothing. Blaming me, that I'm always trying to start a fight, and that I'm some type of instigator or something like that. And I'm the instigator. But to me, thus the birth of a gaslighter. I feel like I'm losing my femininity when I hear I'm just trying to help you. It's a facade to control me and my decisions, all the while undermining my autonomy. Thus the birth of gaslighting. I'm Dr. Poetry. I've been appointed by my ancestors to yank those roots under the family tree, to break the generational curses. See, I won't be carrying seeds, but I will ask, how do I remove the years of traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree? How do I release my mother's temperamental, moody, lack of trust in men that marinates 50% within the seeds cultivated inside my head? But instead I've been pushing it down, deep below, giving it a secure space beneath the traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree. How? How do I get him to believe that I am so in love with him, regardless of all the uncertainties I see and breathe, not giving a fuck how pendeja-ish I be? When I know our connectivity is authentically between you and me. So fuck what others see. When I know it's about you and it's about me battling the premature tendencies of showing each other how deep the years of traumas buried beneath the roots of our own fears of abandonment and distrust. Yet there's a reason why my apologies need fixing. Oh, they need fixing. See, I am willing to not only talk about taking accountability and looking within me and beyond reasons why do I feel the need to point out the wrong in me and highlight the right in you and in others. I'm in a state of loving and sometimes hating because I need to remove the traumas buried beneath the roots of my delicate family tree. Because I'm sensitive. I need you to know that I'm not interested in the blame game. I'm interested in working out these indifferences and understanding that you and I need to stay in the same lane and not complain about how we react to each other's amplified pain from all the scars covered. And I don't need to be validated, nor am I not the kind of emotional woman eradicated, depicted with the roots exposed. We are more than I love you, but I can't stand you, knowing damn well
We're connected souls, even if you fall short to see the only truth is that my mother's temperamental, moody, yet lack of trust in men that marinates 50% with the seeds cultivated inside my head. But instead I've been pushing it down deep below, giving it a secure space beneath the traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree. Although my sudden development of strength instilled by me and by my ancestors reminded me of the African proverb within that states, when the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. I am not conceited, Ali said. He was convinced, and I'm convinced that all the trauma buried is creeping into my nerves, neurologia, what the doctors refer to fibromyalgia. Another theoria stating that my body needs to release my mother's temperamental, moody mentality, yet lack of trust in men that marinates 50% within the seeds of cultivated inside my head. But instead, I've been pushing it down deep below, giving it a secure space beneath the traumas buried, now being released beneath the roots of my family tree. Please don't judge me. It took a lot of bravery in me just to acknowledge, to accept that my love for you is deeper than the traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree. So I need you to continue being the God within you that I am connected to as you hold me while I hold you. All the while I'm facing, fighting, releasing and removing demons I didn't even summon, yet came for me. I am releasing the generational curses out into the sea as if I was the sacrifice. No womb to carry your seed, yet instead I understand this, baby. I know I owe myself an apology for entertaining spaces I knew I wasn't respected, wanted, or appreciated, loved, and valued. You are the force that I mishandled my fucked up ways of communicating and sleeping on the protection of our peace. I'm done talking about taking accountability since we're removing and we keep moving forward. Looking ahead, my traumas have been worn like a Dolce & Gabbana collection in the fall. See, our souls were subpoenaed by the universe to continue our journey. So excuse me, baby, if I'm getting a little horny at odd times of the day. But babe, I need you to trust the wait, a period of waiting, the weight, the heaviness of you, my person, my love, the thing we can call now honorable love. You know that thing. I'm talking about the connection that we have added importance above many things like the value. I value you, I honor you, and I am done talking about it, because what if one of us died tonight from a brain aneurysm while we were caught up in all that bullshit? Baby, fuck all that shit. I'm done shoveling, cutting, and removal of all the years of traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree. I'm done talking. We're not lost. We're in a growth process. We're not broken. We're interrupted, perhaps a quite uncomfortable phase of our lives where our old wounds are finally diminishing as we honor each other's lives while we continue being so fully connected. Our sacred love is hauntingly familiar. We are one, yet it is within ourselves that God must be realized. And that's how I'm going to remove the years of traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree. That's how I'm going to release my mother's temperamental, moody, yet lack of trust in men that marinates 50% within the seeds cultivated inside my head. But instead I've been pushing it down deep below, giving it secure space beneath the traumas buried beneath the roots of my family tree. It's time to let go. I honor my ancestors, and I honor your love. I honor the God in you. Honor the God in me. The goddess in me. The empress in me. It took bravery to get here. I'm Dr. Poetry. As I walk down the aisle, have you ever seen a woman break down? It felt unreal. I was walking down the aisle. I was walking down the aisle. They were all
looking at me. During my walk, I thought about Jesus Christ. Is it right? Is this real? Am I a sinner in hell? I thought about Jesus again. The dress was fitted. The flowers were given. The smile wasn't rehearsed, yet prepared. Yes, indeed, I was scared. I was walking down the aisle. Quarrels seconds before the ceremony. I was walking down the aisle. And I thought of Christ again. Feeling his warmth, lifting my low spirits way up high. An angel appeared in the corner of the room, and the sound of his wings opening came from the chapel. Cause I was walking down the aisle. I was walking down the aisle. Pictures were taken, nerves were shaken. Was I misunderstood? Would've, should've, only if I could. I would've been valiant that morning and refused to walk down the aisle. I felt like a runaway. It almost felt like the Green Mile. When I was walking down the aisle, I wanted to take off and fly away, cause I didn't want to walk down that aisle. It was the perfect time to fly away that day, and I was walking down the aisle. My heart was brand new, no stains. He was the first to grab a chisel. I feel that sharp tool chipping away. Chip, chip, away. Dressed in white meant my heart was pure, and it was new, but I was walking down the aisle. He swept me away. I was walking down the aisle. I'm on the day I learned the truth. One cannot question the walk down the aisle. Today's the perfect day to learn how to fly. Fly away. Separation keeps memories within, but peace every other mile. Cause I was walking down the aisle, and I didn't really want to walk down that aisle. In my core, I knew something wasn't right. Everything seemed perfect, but I was walking down the aisle. Is it right? Is this real? Am I a sinner in hell? I couldn't stop thinking about Jesus. But the dress was fitted, and the flowers were given. The smile wasn't rehearsed, but I was prepared. But I was scared. I'm Dr. Poetry. This is a tribute to Africa, to the Moors, everywhere. We are all Moors. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. I have a passion for the Afrobeats. As I recite my poetry on these stereo streets, the guitar, the drums, the sax, and all that resonates my sympathic gap. Afrobeats have me moving my hips uncontrollably. Ooh, I'm feeling these Afrobeats. No shade, but only admiration for Africa and all the Moorish nations. I'm a Moor. We are Moors. I'm simply embracing this intricate genre as I have always honored the motherland, Africa. Borinquen, Quisqueya, and all of us that come from the land. That's right. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Iata ayoyo, iata. Iata ayoyo, iata. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Ashe. You know, we're always speaking about where we're really from. Well, we've been here, and all that know that the land is ours. We're from here, we're all Moors. But I want to take the time to say that I love Africa. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Viva Borinquen, viva Quisqueya, viva todos que están en la tierra. It's Dr. Poetry, and I love Afrobeats. A mí lo que me gusta es este ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es este ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es este ritmo de África. Iata, ayo, iata. I'm Dr. Poetry. I love it.
A&N, AMG, Elevated Bliss.
Legendary.
Tell me, do this shit make ideological sense when your life is predicated over dollars and cents? I mean, I get the fact that we need dollars in a sense, but we can't let those dollars rob us of our innocence. And it takes an innocence to rise and smoke from incense. Damn, let me chill, this shit is getting intense. Nah, pick up where I left it, show you how it's all connected. And when it's about that money, exactly how you affect it. Cause when it disappears, so do the cheers. Love from your family and even your closest peers. When the bread is there, the jealousy is real. Outside they proud, inside is a different feeling. You can see it in their eyes, some shit you can't hide. Saying that they love you deep down, they despise all that you about, all that you are. And every single dollar had a motherfucking scar. Thug, no love, you see before gusto. My luck though, I didn't know till I was stuck. Fake thug, no love, you see before gusto. My luck though, I didn't know till I was stuck. I went from having bucks, not giving a fuck about nothing, except for nothing. Now ain't that something? I lived in a place hard to escape. Stepped on all my kids to trace. Every mistake that was on my plate, you fucking right, I died in 8. Why replace what I made great that got me out the sunken place? It's Stanley Kubrick's outer space. I feel no way. Can you relate to being king? When you already down, yeah, already down. And they stripped you of your crown till another comes along, pick you up and dust you off. Put that shit back on your head and tell your ass that you a boss. It's not another person, it's that nigga in the mirror. The nigga in the mirror vision couldn't be any fake. Thug, no love, you see before gusto. My luck though, I didn't know till I was stuck. Fake thug, no love, you see before gusto. My luck though, I didn't know till I was stuck, bro.
I don't really think they understand what men go through sometimes. I don't think y'all understand what I've been through. But let's go.
Fucking legend.
Do you really understand a nigga that lost shit? Could your ass afford it if I said what the cost is? Of course it's easy to sit back, judging niggas, never knowing how close they came to pulling triggers. Happiness and pain, definition of conflicted, nigga. See they cracking jokes about the shit that had me broke. But if I roles reverse, you man enough to cope? Are you washing off the doubt, taking every step with hope? Ignoring what they say cause inside you know you dope? Or will your spirit break and you dangle from a rope, leaving all that pain behind, nothing left but a ghost? To me that's the easy way. I'd rather battle every day, face to face with struggle, steady looking for a better way. Weakness that I felt, that's the strength that I move with. The presence of a God in the G make them dudes sick. My spirit switched quick when my seed died. Came back on some new shit, got shorty some new kicks. Basketball fee paid, now I'm learning to do shit. Day by day started feeling improvement. A charity was born and it started a movement. Found purpose in my life, but it's causing confusion. Is this God really talking or just an illusion? A little bit of both, you know, sort of a fusion. Still dealing with the pain, but I'm healing the bruising. This journey that I'm on, wouldn't trade it at all. I'm still pushing forward, back up at every fall. Example of a man once battered and bruised. Example of a man the world bet on to lose. Shit, Texas couldn't hold him, I'm a shark with these cards. Took a shitty hand, hell I doubled the odds. Pushed all in on the table so they knew it was real. No tricks up my sleeve, I'ma show them the deal. It's time to show them the deal, man. Everybody that doubted me, everybody that rerouted me, it's my time. Elevated Bliss.
No doubt we're living in a chaotic world as we try to keep our authentic selves using our power within, yet I don't understand why so many people uncomfortable in their own skin. I mean, what kind of impression we're trying to make when I can see right through the Maybelline that your intention with me isn't genuine, it's artificial and fake. Take a moment. Let's think about that for a minute or two. We connect, yeah, we disconnect the second we don't agree. And to me, I may be bugging, but why are you aiming your weapons at me? You see, I feel the need to examine your dislike for me when sometimes I truly just don't give two fucks what you truly think about me. Then, my mystical love for the wisdom of the stars and the energy from afar creeps up and I ask, what the fuck you want from me? What I'm really trying to do here is embrace the love I thought you may have once had for me. And you question my clarity, you know, my perception of how things unfold. But truthfully speaking, you act like our love is gold when you acting like it's really old. And I'm just saying, you know what? Brand new me sees actions with unvexed clarity. Pedantically speaking, it's the seesaw energy, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. That really has me disregarding stability. Since I'm speaking to the transmission of meaningful energy that cancels all lack of reassurance, you're trying to ingrain in me no discrepancy. It's my journey of discovery through the energy I experience. When you attempt to connect with me, gaslighting is not welcomed in my vicinity. So don't ask me why I'm moving cautiously. It's because trying to avoid letting you take away my life quality with insults, I have to protect my internal way of cultivation. I choose me, not wasting my life. I won't receive your method of calculation. I am beautiful without no one's validation. I am complete, yes, wholeness without competition. And celebrating me doesn't mean I am seeking accolades and recognition. I feel amazing, knowing my movement is key to protecting not only my energy, but how I move authentically with kindness. Because yes, I have been exposed in my walk through the darkness, never feeling less. Walking through the pain and suffering, I remain fearless. So I refuse to allow anyone to affect my growth with you, as I am on my spiritual platitude. So if you're asking yourself, why am I brand new? Know this. It's not about a superpower or a curse. This is how I know how I feel when I walk in a room. The minute I walk into the room, it's called discernment. How you see me, and I've had it since birth. And I have no desire for conflict or stress, nor feeling your intention is to make me feel less, since we all want to be the light, yet you're uncomfortable in the darkness. Say less. I can't only be useful in the testing times in any situation. There are too many versions of me in your mind. All the while I thought you saw me as light and kind. But I'm not confined by how you define me. It's allowing the space to process your disregard for me in this silent noise I call haste. In this silent noise I call haste. I'm Dr. Poetry.